Alright guys, what up? It's your boy DMD, and I'm here with my buddy Aidan today. Aidan, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Alright. My man, what are you playing?
I'm playing Traptrix.
You're playing what?
Traptrix, yes. Because of Sarah.
You're playing what?
Traptrix.
I know.
Do I need to say it 4 times?
I'm just so dumbfounded. Alright.
Yep. Current record 5-0, and then today I went 3-2, so 8-2 total.
I'm assuming like last week was the 5-0.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were there for that.
Yeah, I was actually there for that. So yeah, somehow this man. Did you win all your die rolls last week?
No. I actually won half of my die rolls and then lost the other half.
So like, you actually went second
Yes.
and won.
Yes.
Okay.
And one of them made me go first.
Well, that was kind of dumb of them, but
Yeah.
anyway. Anyway, guys, let's get this list real quick.
Alright, so I'm playing 3 Dianea. This is my personal favorite of the deck, just because she enables just so much recursion, especially if you recur herself with herself. She's also good for the Sarah play, obviously, but not very much so going first. I play 3 Mirmelio. Obviously the best card in the deck.
Bar none.
Yeah, aside from going second plays, or turns after going first. Ash bait, pretty much. And then this,
Of course, we've got the 3 copies of
Atrax.
Traptrix.
I don't see a lot of people run this card. This is an out to red reboot because they can't even commit the activating red reboot while Atrax is on field because your normal trap pulls can't be negated.
Oh, that's spicy.
Yep. And then I play
Mantis?
3 Mantis. Monster Searcher, Ash bait, just like Mirmelio. Pretty good, especially to search Dianea for setup next turn.
Yeah.
I play 1 Nepenthes. This is kind of the brick of the deck, but it's okay if you draw into it because you can just normal for Sarah. 1 Scythe. I do play Sanctums in this deck. So this is just to shut out
Extra decks.
yeah, most of the meta right now.
Yeah.
2 Border.
How is this in the main? Does it like conflict with anything?
It
Or?
doesn't conflict at all. I've actually won 3 games with it. TD, normal summon, set 4 pass. Mech Knights, I hit over the Link Alistair for the last 200 damage I needed. And then against Dinos, I did the same thing as I did to TD.
Yeah, Border is
Yeah.
disgusting against dinos.
Which, if you have the Brigandine combo and you open this, you don't even need it. Then 3 Ash. I've very rarely seen a hand with both Ash and Border, or had Border on field while I had the
Yeah.
Ash. Then,
And then to the traps. You don't play any spells?
nope, no
Alright.
spells.
Yeah.
So I play 3
3
Judgment.
judgment,
Yep.
obvious.
I think it's better than running Strike because you can deal with back row with this, as well as dealing with monsters.
Yeah.
Summoning, anything. 3 Brigandine for the Sarah combo.
Yeah.
+2 pretty much. Then 2 Sanctum.
To summon out Scythe.
Yep. There is a reason I run 2 Sanctum, which I'll get into later. 2 Storm Dusters for back row decks. I can also use this to pop the Scythe if I draw into it, and I have done that a few times, so. 2 Compulse. Battle phase, they try to hit me or hit Sarah, I can just Compulse it back. And then, of course, other uses, but this is a very good card to play in this
It's
deck.
really versatile.
Storming Mirror Force. People don't expect this. I've used this at least 5 times so far. It's when it hits, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Also, it can become bait
Yeah.
for removal. 2 Nightmare. The only time this card is bad is in this deck's worst matchup, which is True Draco or just back row decks in general. But any combo deck, any deck that summons monsters, essentially, this deck is very solid. 2 Time Space. I've actually used this card to shuffle back a person's entire Pendulum summon.
Yeah, against Pendulums, that card is like really, really good.
Yep. The lose 1,000 never really
Yeah, it
bothered
doesn't
me.
matter.
Yeah. 2 Floodgate. I've also used this to hit a Pendulum summon. Also, hitting the Orchest normal summon with this is very good.
And then
2 Traptrix.
Traptrix.
This gives me 4 ways to Scythe, as well as 4 ways to any of the other traps I have in my
Yeah.
deck that I don't already have access to.
Yeah.
So, and even if I
There's
draw
that.
into Scythe, I can Traptrix for Storm Dusters.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Imperial Order, because I run those spells and...
The
know.
Imperial's fun.
Yep.
Alright, and then extra deck. Got, of course, first, the new MVP of the deck,
Sarah.
Double Sarah.
Yep. This is what made the deck good. I have never really needed 3. I feel like 3 is kind of redundant because this gets you through the turns where you need to kind of ramp up your game.
Yeah.
Borreload, I have made this a few times. I actually ended on a Borreload and a Ultimate Falcon one time. Today,
Ouch.
actually. And that was pretty much the game. Security Dragon to bounce stuff, because Sarah points down. Mrs.
Yeah.
Radiant to make all of the Traptrix monsters beaters. Nightmare Phoenix
To
for
out
back
back
row
row.
removal. Cerberus.
Monster removal.
Yep, this almost came up today against a Mech Knight player, but I decided against it.
Yeah.
Underclock. Of course, the Ultimate Falcon.
Is this for, like, the Waking the Dragon targets in the side
Yep.
deck?
Yep. Waking the Dragon in the side deck. And then
Lightning.
This is pretty much the boss monster of the deck. Traptrix
Rafflesia.
Protects Sarah from destruction in battle. Sends a hole to become its effect. Tornado Dragon for back row. Dweller for TD, Orchest, any graveyard.
TD
shenanigans
being
deck.
Thunder Dragon and True
Yes.
Draco.
Yes.
Because it hits both
Castell.
to shuffle threats.
This actually came up a few times today, and each time it came up, I won that same game, so I really enjoy this card. And then the Utopia.
Yep, absolutely.
Lightning. Yep.
Alright guys, well I hope you guys have enjoyed that deck profile. It's me, it's that DMD, but before I leave, Aidan, what do you have to say about Traptrix?
The deck's inherent weakness is, of course, back row removal, but it does have the ability to play through that. Cards like Atrax, which prevent Red Reboot from hitting you, are extremely strong, and not a lot of other back row decks have that. I think the only other deck I can think of that has a main deck card for their archetype like that is Altergeist.
And Subterrace, because I have Fiendus, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway guys, it's me, it's that DMD, and thank you Aidan for being on the channel. We love our back row decks on DMD, so thank you very much for giving me that Traptrix list.
Anytime.
And your boy is out.
I need you now.